This is Brett Berish, CEO of Sovereign Brands, and you're listening to Self-Made.
Brad, how you feeling, brother?
I'm loving that jacket.
Oh, you like this?
I like that. You know a guy.
Ooh,
That's
you
what
like that one?
that's what you get for being self-made. There you
Ooh.
go. There you go.
We self-made?
Models everywhere.
Listen, I'm happy to be with Brett, man. Talk to me, brother. Thank you.
So we'll get into it because I got a lot to ask you about. So I do this series and I get to talk to business people and sports and entertainment and music from Wayne to Ross to Khaled.
Yep.
I ask everybody, Stack, the same question I start with, which is, what does self-made mean to you?
I think it's being your own boss, bro. It's stepping up to the plate and not letting nobody control you. If you could believe in a vision, right? If you could believe in a vision and always go forth with the vision and not let nobody tell you that it's not possible, that's self-made to me. Getting to the goal, getting to the vision, you
And
know?
did you always believe this, or is this something that you've evolved into and you believe it?
I always believed this though, Brett. I used to, when I was in high school, you know what they did, bro? They said, he think he's this or he think he's that. I had to think I was something, bro. I want to think I'm here. I want to be Bel Air. I want to be Stack Pack Media. I want to be that guy. So you got to place your mindset in certain situations to get there. People used to gatekeep that.
But like I think of myself, if you were to ask me the same question, I had to mistake my way into beliefs. If you know what I mean, like I didn't have the uh, my mistake was what you're saying, which is you got to believe in it, you got to take ownership in it, you got to go. And I just assumed a lot of other people would help me get there, and that was my mistake. I have to believe I'm the only one who could get me there.
It was I couldn't believe in other if I would have trusted on other people to get me to the next level, Brett, I would have never got there, bro. I would have been just hoping and dreaming and wishing on shit. A lot of people got these broken wishes. I help people out on social media so much, and oh, I'm gonna do this for you, Stack, or I'm gonna do this for you.
Yeah,
It ain't never happened, bro.
it never happened.
I always had to keep it trucking myself. There was nobody that actually believed in me. Really, like from the start though, Brett, nobody was. I had to keep, yo. This is what I'm. Yo, this is what. They didn't believe, bro. I had to keep screaming, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to keep screaming.
And how did you get through that? How do you keep fighting in the belief? You know what I mean?
I think it's just always having the belief that there's going to be a result on the other end, bro.
Yeah.
I always believed that I was going to be somebody, bro, whether it was going to be a music producer, entrepreneur, influencer. I just had that undying faith, bro. And I have a huge community that supports me. So when you got community and you're really like boots on the ground and you never get up to a level where you're not reachable, then I feel like you're always going to be, relevant, bro. Always be, people always, it's your mindset, bro. It's always
So
in the mind,
what,
bro.
Stack, when you were little, what did you want to do? What did you want to be?
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to be a music producer. I wanted to be a music artist. That's all I was thinking about is
Who
music, man.
who were your heroes? Who were you emulating? Who'd you want to be like?
So my mom and my dad were actually in the game, Brett. They were making music underground on the low. So my mom and my dad inspired me a lot to get inside of the game and believe in myself, bro. And it was my mom and my dad. They had the blueprint there for me. All I had to do was follow it. But now that we have digital out now, it's way faster now, Brett. You know, they wish they had the tools that we have right now, bro. You know what I mean?
Did
It's
did
faster.
did they want you to be in the music space?
Yeah. They just wanted me to always watch my back of my surroundings, who I was being around. You know what I mean? Like they always wanted me to do this, like music, social media. Like I knew I was gonna be something, bro. I got it. You gotta always stick it out. But they believed in this journey before anybody else.
So what was your for everybody? What was your first success? When did you realize, shit, I'm doing it right? Something's happening. I'm building something.
It's when I got the distribution deal to the record label. So when I first got on Clubhouse, I got a distribution deal. Once I got that distribution deal, it blew me up. After that, it got exposure on Stack Pack Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. More people started to see me as a producer. So it was the distribution deal that at Brett at first that blew it all up. Oh man, who's Stack? What he doing? You know, it was the deal, the distribution deal.
And
Definitely.
did you leverage the name for yourself, or is it meaning that's you got the deal, so now what do you do with it? Right? It doesn't end when you get it. That's the beginning.
Yeah, and never ends. It's like once you get the deal, it's like how you gonna leverage that brand and cross pollinate. You want to be a strong entity yourself, but you also want to cross pollinate. You see how we did with self made? This is making Stack Pack more of a house name, and I appreciate you, Brett, for extending that invitation. But now, when you get with brands, you cross pollinate. You see how we can add on top and be and cross collaboration with each other, man. I'm gonna add so much value. It's the value piece.
But
Always, bro.
where did you learn that? Where did you realize? When did you realize this is what I got to be doing? And I asked that. Hold on. I asked that because if we had met 20 years ago, I would have told you I never wanted to be about me. I only wanted to be about my brands. Brand first. I'm irrelevant. But today I'm realizing, 20 years later, no, both are relevant. Both play a role. You gotta take anything you can get and leverage it no more.
And it's always like that. I feel like too many people will let opportunities pass themselves, right? Like they'll get in contact with someone like me or you or anybody else that can add value, and they'll let the dream pass their head. I'm always seeing what we can do together. How can we make more
Yeah.
impact? How
Yeah.
how many more people we can affect on this journey? I'm not staying still because if you're not at the table, you're on the menu all the time. If you're not at the table, you're on the menu. Remember that, Brett, because people come to the table, bro, and never try to add this shit. They always try to take. They don't want to add and help people build. No, you're supposed to come to the table and see how we can add all together, man. You know?
So teach me. I'm going to share some philosophies I have, and you tell me. I want to hear what some of yours. So my
Okay.
brother and I always say every meeting's a great meeting until you leave the room.
Uh,
Every meeting's a great meeting, but as soon as you walk out that door, the meeting's over.
uh.
How do you keep? How do you keep? How do you keep people in the meeting? If you know what I mean. How do you keep leveraging what you're doing?
I keep them in the meeting by keeping doing what I say I'm going to do. For example, Brett, I own a magazine. If I tell you you're going to get published, you're going to get published. If I tell you you're coming on a podcast show, you're going to get published. So I keep people entertained by doing the shit I say I'm going to do. If I tell you some shit's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm not going to just be talking just to talk. No. If we got something going, I feel like it's keeping your business good, your face card good, Brett. If you do what you say you're gonna do, people gonna have no choice but to dive into you, trust you, believe you. Your face card gotta be everything, bro. You know?
So I was listening to the Pat McAfee show today. He was interviewing Dan Hurley, the coach of the Connecticut Huskies,
Okay.
and it's something so simple, which I believe is he takes full ownership in everything, the good or the bad. He's taking full responsibility. Do you do the same in your life, in your business?
I take full. It's never nobody's fault, man. If something goes wrong, it gotta fall down on me, bro. It can't be that was so and so from that department because I could have told him more. We could have made sure that was already done. We gotta have people in position that's perfecting shit. It gotta be all experts. I'm not going. Yo, I say a lot of people get in positions, right, Brett, and you can't even count on people. They're not even reliable. I can't put you in a position if I can't rely on you. You got to show me who you helped, how you helped them, how fast you did it. Nah, man, we doing everything with the speed of light, bro. There's technology out right now, AI, Bitcoin, and all type of shit that we do. Bro, you got to do what you say you do. If I put you in a position to win, right, and we all known for winning, Brett. Me, you, everybody on the team, we known for winning. If I put you in a position to win and you fumble the bag, it's gonna come back on me, bro. It's not gonna be on you, it's gonna be on me. People's not gonna, oh well, he's a rookie. People are gonna give you all the excuses in the world. But they're gonna come to me and be like, yo, you know better. You was a vet. You know what I'm saying? You know better. It's gonna come back on me. It's not gonna come back on nobody else, bro.
So how
You
do
know what I'm
you
saying?
how do you parlay? How do you choose? Because you're in so many different areas. What moves you to do media mentorship? What moves you to do E360 TV? What moves you to go into Bitcoin? Like, how does that happen for you?
So when I signed the deal with E360 TV Network, it was actually a day before my birthday, which was on October 16th. So I was actually on Afro TV Network, which was on Comcast. I got blessed to be over there. Shout out to James, he welcomed me out there. As soon as I got on Afro TV, I was like, yo, I want to do something bigger. I want to do something better. Like, what am I going to do? Tell me why that same week, I got a deal coming in the email, Brett, saying, yo, you want to come to the network? You want to bring Stack Pack Clubhouse TV show over here? So I do the same type of stuff we're doing right here with different guests, and I bring them to Amazon TV, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, stuff like that. So I got a show outside of this. Media Mentors is on Clubhouse. You guys can go on Clubhouse with me. I talk every day with a community that I give them motivation. We talk about Bitcoin. We talk about cryptocurrency. We talk about brand ambassador deals, how to grow on Instagram, billboards. I really boots on the ground, though, because people don't know social media at all, Brett. They're confused, bro. So if I'm boots on the ground and there's new people coming around, they're going to need that mentorship and that guidance.
So
I got a whole mentorship.
So I have two questions on that then.
Yeah.
One is simply to you, what is social media? What's everyone missing?
They're missing the content. Because that's what I was missing, Brett, before you even knew who I was. It was the content, brother. It was the content, the connections, the people. You see how you're bridging the gap now, where pretty much anyone can come in and rep self-made. Y'all can come in here, right?
Yep.
You got enough energy, rep
Yep.
self-made.
Yep.
Post the bottles. Y'all see what we do. Post the bottles.
Yep.
Be with the fifth. Y'all see my post. I tag Brett every single post, every day. If I do a post, I tag you, the wine company, my stuff. You gotta have the content. If you ain't got the content, nobody gonna see you nowadays, Brett. So I had to get the content. I had to get fitted. Had to know different people, and then and come to you, bro. But I had to get the connections and network, and we had to break them because nobody knows who I am. But I'm gonna take the world by storm. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that on social media people overthink everything? Meaning I equate it to music, and I find this fascinating that if you ask any artist their number one commercial hit, they didn't like it, they didn't think it was going to be successful, they didn't want to put it out, but it was the one that is the most successful. And to me that says just get it out there, just try shit, because you just don't know unless you put it out there. Do you think most people overthink what they're doing?
So I think they're overthinking it, and then you know what I hear too, Brett? That I'm hearing right now. People are scared to get in front of the camera.
Yeah.
It's not only just that, but people are also scared to get in front of the camera. They don't know what the internet's going to do to them. They don't know what they're going to say. We don't get. Man, we got a goal. We got brands. We got people to motivate. When you got a vision and a goal, you ain't going to worry about people that's online. You don't get it. You don't care about this shit. But people are too worried about what people are saying, what they look like online, and they're not comfortable in front of the camera, bro. So it's two problems. Is that what you said right there? The overthinking, and it's also not being comfortable in front of the camera. Maybe you're not where you want to be or where you think you should be. Keep working. I had to keep working. This shit don't happen overnight.
When you mention the word community, what does it mean to you?
Community means sticking together. That's family, yo. I ain't gonna lie with you. Community's always been a family type thing to me. Like okay, so say if someone in my community is not doing so good, Brett, or they're like feeling down, or they're not feeling real motivated, they can come to me. They can come to the community, and we'll uplift you that day. Maybe we have a mentorship topic that day on Clubhouse about leadership or motivation, or how to break through a certain situation, and you could come there and get motivation. So yeah, bro, it's keeping people motivated at the end of the day, and just keeping them drive, you know.
Was anybody there for you like you are for everyone else?
When you know what I had to, you know what funny, Brett? I had to tune into it. The music always did it for me though, Brett. I never really relied on people. When I tune into music, it'll give me that energy to go, yo, I'm ready to get this shit. Like I'll feel the energy from the music. I ain't gonna lie. I never depended on the soul. Because people, you know what they do? People put too much expectation on people and get let down. I learned that early on in the career not to put too many expectations on people, because if you expect too much out of people, you're gonna get let down,
You're
get
gonna get
sad.
like,
Like,
yep.
damn. So me, I always tuned into the music and how I felt and the energy with that, and then I'll go crazy from that. You know what I'm saying, bro?
So what's the newest idea that you want to lean in on?
It's crypto mining. I
Why?
ain't gonna lie with y'all. If y'all not into Bitcoin, crypto, that's what I'm doing right now.
And how did you get hooked on it?
I got hooked on that actually from seeing the money go up, Brett, because you can mine straight from your computer right now. You can mine from your home. You can make passive income right now if you just turn on your computer and buy some Bitcoin and learn some things
But
and start doing this shit.
but Stack, take me through. So you're seeing people are you're hearing about crypto, you're hearing about Bitcoin, people are making money, and you said, you know what, I got to learn about this shit. I got to figure this out. What happened?
After I figured it out, Brett, I had to master it. You don't want to just figure something out. You
Yeah.
want to actually dive into it and master it. Once I figured out Bitcoin and figured out how to use Bitcoin, I started to convert it and teach other people how to use it as well. It's not just learning something, Brett. It's learning it, then master it, and then teaching other people. That's what makes you the master of something. Not just learning it good for yourself, but then, oh shit, she has success. He has success.
Selfishly, why do you want to teach everybody else?
Because it was a lack, Brett, when I was coming up. Nobody taught me.
Yep.
Nobody wanted to mentor me and give me the sauce and the tools and the tips and the tricks when it become Stack Pack today. I had to find little shit here and there and put it together and make something big, bro. It was nobody that was just going to give me this on a silver plate like, Stack, you do this, you do that, you did. I had to figure this shit out every day.
Does it feel good to give back like that?
Yeah, it feels good to start getting the recognition too, Brett, like that I deserve, bro, because I put in too much work behind the scenes. Like nobody sees the lonely nights or when I'm in the studio by myself making beats on Pro Tools. Nobody sees those nights when up all night trying to make this shit work and you believe in the invention and nobody else does in the innovation. Nobody sees that shit, bro. It's only you that see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who's
So
in your?
yeah.
You said no one's been, but has there been anybody in your corner from day one?
Yeah, of course. My parents, my family, everybody's been there since day one. But it's really been the core circle. You know what I mean? Especially my aunt. She gave me one of my first computers, man. You got to go back to when you first come. She gave me one of my first laptops and my first computer to even make a beat. You know what I mean? To make a whole beat. Like I wouldn't be here right now making a beat if it wasn't for my auntie making my first computer.
But isn't that
You
isn't
understand?
it, isn't it a nice feeling to think that like this person was there, they were there,
Uh-huh.
day one, they were there.
Yes, yes. It's always a great feeling when you see like those are the people you want to take care of the most though, Brett, is the ones that's been there since day one. You know how like when you got your core day one people and your day one fan, your people in the fan, you want to go take because once I go to level and beyond, I'm going to get mom, pop, fam. I'm going to get you got to take care of your people. I feel like you ain't shit if you don't take care of your people, bro. And also the community. I'm telling you, and the community's like my family too. That's my second extended family. So I'm gonna go get my family, then I'm gonna go get the community. So I got a big family, bro. It's not just
So all your fans, the people who follow you, what do they all have in common?
they're all like-minded individuals, and they want to see success for themselves and family and the others around them. And there's no stingy energy. Now, let me tell you something about stingy energy. A lot of people had stingy energy with me when I was coming up, right? Like I told you, they didn't want to give me the tools. They didn't want to teach me the tricks. They didn't want to tell me what to do. I kind of had to hack it a little bit. I had to fix it out on the computer and shit. But nobody really told me what to do. I'm finding it out now. Meeting great people like Matt, Brett, right? Meeting other people like y'all are great, like genuinely great people. I've been rocking with y'all for over 5 to 4 years, bro. Y'all been solid, bro. I love this brand, bro. I love what y'all doing. You got to find the real individuals, the people that got real hearts, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like.
Who give me some people that you look up to?
Right now, I still look up to to everybody in my family, bro, because they've done everything before me, bro. Set the stone. My mom was in the music industry. My dad was doing it. Like I still look up to my people because they've done things. Even if I'm doing greater, newer digital things right now, Brett, you never be that cocky, bro, because people live before me, bro. I'm only, you know what I'm saying? I'm only 30, bro. Like people's been here before me, man. I can still take a seat, be coachable, and go crazy on my own time. But I got respect for the OGs. That's why I always get to the next level, bro.
You mentioned it shortly, but talk about media mentorship.
Media mentorship is a group of individuals that I put together on Clubhouse. A group of individuals that have the like-minded individuals that we always, and there's always a room, Brett, too, at 2 p.m. EST. But it's a group of individuals that come together every day, and we can talk about anything from motivation topics, manifesting topics, podcasting topics, uh, crypto topics. It can be any of my friends coming in to dive in, and I love everybody that comes through. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so many. It's diverse. It's like a melting pot.
I want to use Clubhouse
So I
as
see
the
my fish.
example.
I see you.
When did you first get on Clubhouse?
I first got on Clubhouse in 2021.
It was early,
2021.
right? It was
That was
early.
in COVID. That was in COVID. Everything was locked down.
Yeah, and it's probably right when they came out, right? What did you see in this medium that said, Jesus, I like this. I'm going to start using this. This is an opportunity for me to showcase not just me, but to bring other people together in topics I want to talk about. Like, what brought you to that realization?
That there was a need for the OG. Like when I first started, bro, it was I kind of liked it how the Clubhouse feel when I liked it when I first got on it. When the style went away, I wanted to bring the OG style back quick. You know when something goes away, bro, you're like,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Kind of like the music industry. You're like, damn. When we gonna bring back some flavor, then you have a couple rappers coming back with the old or like the flavor that we like. But it's the same thing that I seen on Clubhouse. It's like when I first came on, it was like a style that I like the room ran, and then all that shit went to waste. Then I wanted to run it my way, the way I wanted my community to come in, the way I wanted people to see us in the community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's the most common thing people ask you?
How to get more social media followers? Because I have over 2 million.
And
So
what
they're
do you?
always like,
What's your response? Like, what's a simple response you can give?
be consistent because it doesn't happen overnight. I actually blew up because of the metaverse. People didn't know what the metaverse was, Brett, because I was walking around that digital stack pack on the Oculus headset. Hey, follow me on Instagram. Hey, my name is Little Stack Pack. Follow me on Instagram. People had no clue about this wave, Brett. Everybody's on lockdown, but I'm making everybody follow me when the NFT craze was hot and the metaverse Web3 was hot. Everybody's following Stack Pack. That's how I blew up. But I found a little loophole in between to get it up. But you just got to stay consistent. I don't know
But
what's gonna be your next break, you know?
but it also is you tried something, right? You were probably trying to
Yes.
a bunch of. I'm assuming you tried a bunch of stuff and you saw, geez, this is kind of working. I'm going to lean in on this.
Yeah, of course. It's like I always, every time I step outside the box, Brett, it gets me to the next
Yeah,
level, bro. I'll think about some shit that nobody's ever done, or I'll think about something more. Like, okay, this person's done that, but how can we do more?
yeah.
It's always about more, bro. Don't stay complacent. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Do you think? And I guess what I'm about to ask may not work perfectly, but I tend to have a view of something's hot. And I'm not already in it. I'm late. Like
Yeah.
I want to start my own trend.
Okay.
Do you think that way sometimes? Where you know what? If everyone's jumping in, maybe it's too late, and I shouldn't be doing this.
Brett, you know what's crazy, bro? It just depends on if it's bad or if it's good, but nothing's ever too late. Like I tell people to do things that they put their heart into, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like it's your passion, go all the way in, and nothing's ever too late for me. Like the fact that I'm doing this right now, I could have been doing it, 10 years
Yeah.
ago. I could have been doing it
Yep.
sooner. But the fact that I'm starting now, it's better late than never, and that's what I tell a lot of people. Better late than never. Don't ever think comfortable with something or like it's better late than never all the time.
What when you're down, like you said, if I'm home and I'm down and I'm not feeling it, what do you do? How do you get yourself out of that funk?
Like I said, bro, you know what I'll do, bro? I'll listen to some music, bro.
Yeah.
I'll listen to some music, or I just got that brand with I got my brand with the Pack brand, so they got a lot of stuff to keep you meditating, to keep you stimulated, and to keep you going. But me, bro, I stay focused on the goal. If I'm ever feeling like a down place, I remember like, yo, Stack, you got somewhere to be. You're somebody. You came from this place and now you're here. Like, you always gotta have gratitude for where you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think about my situation from when I first started to now, and I'm always grateful.
What's next?
Woo! Brett said, "What's next?" I think just continuing to be a household name. I have more flavors coming out with the wine. So good thing that I got teamed up with you because I have my own wine now with my brothers down in Chicago. He has his own winery. His name is Warner. But I have my own wine now, and it's a sugar Tuscan blend. But I think just making more flavors of that, man. Staying active. Re-releasing the chips again. So I have my own chips. I'm gonna re-release that this year. Just continue to do all the stuff that I've been doing on a bigger level, and having this team over here and this family over here believe in me is just a blessing, bro.
Does anybody ever tell you, you know what, focus on less and focus less things, but more of it? You know what I mean? Like,
Nobody's ever told me that, Brett. I've always had that in my mind to do it. Like anytime I like I'm doing too much, bro. You know what happens? I focus on. You know what's crazy? I focus on the shit that I need to focus on at the time. If I need to focus on Clubhouse,
you know
I
what's
focus on Clubhouse.
important. You know what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know
I,
where to
I
put
know
you.
it's not. I'm not gonna get drained out, Brett. Fuck that. I'm not getting drained out.
Yep.
Like if it's necessary to have my energy, I'm gonna do it. If I can't do this shit, I'm not fucking with it. It gotta make sense at the time. You see how I'm always rocking with Bel Air? You see how we
Yep.
always together? This shit makes sense.
Yep.
This just makes sense. It's just it's
You
self-made. It makes
feel
sense
it.
for everybody.
You
So
feel
it
it.
gotta make sense for me, bro, or
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go hard for you because there's a lot of people counting on me, Brett, right now to even get successful or to find some type of success, bro. And the fact that you believe in me, right, is a fucking legendary moment. Believing in this shit, coming up here with Stack Pack, it's a legendary, bro. Because I remember being at this small place, bro, 4 or 5 years ago. Nobody knew who I was.
Well, this is, and I'm going to end on a high note. This is why I love doing it, because I think if you're shining a light on other people who are doing things and who are getting there and are putting the love in and putting the focus and giving back, it all comes together. It's organic, it's real, it's natural. It's got all the recipe for success, and you're doing it, Stack. It's fucking awesome. You're doing it.
I appreciate you, Brett, man, for even taking the time out to do the interview because you're busy, bro. You done did some great shit yourself. But the fact that you can look at others and see what they're doing and be like, yo, Stack, that shit's fucking dope. It's gonna make me go harder now. So I'm
But
about to do some more fucking
and
shit.
Stack, I'm the first one to say I need to be motivated. I come away with these conversations, and you never know what you're going to get, but you're going to get the gem, you're going to get the memory, you're going to get something that fuels me a little bit more that I hadn't thought about, and that's what I love. And just your pure energy does that. So it's an awesome feeling. Shout out to you. Keep fucking doing it. You're part of the family. Anything you need, ask, and let's keep it going, okay?
I appreciate you, Brett, and thank you for having me up here, man. I've been locked in forever. We gonna keep going, Brett.
Let's do
Toast
it.
up to
Let's
the
too
bottle,
easy.
man.
Too
Y'all
easy.
better get
Stack
in
pack,
tune.
everybody.
Y'all
Stack
better
pack.
get in tune. You
Best
heard? Let's
BA in the house. Stack pack.
let's
Thank you, my friend.
go.
Thank
Shout out to my
you.
brother Matt, man. Let's go. We out of here. Big
Cheers,
vibes.
everybody. Cheers.